Working moms, here's how to break the trance. I'm Kathleen Rafter. I'm a spiritual life coach and teacher and an EFT practitioner. And what is a trance? Well, it's a state of mind that comes along with telling yourself false stories. And it helps to create limiting beliefs that end up driving your life. So just to think of a hypnotist, and a hypnotist that's been hired to entertain, and maybe they have a subject on the stage, and they can just feed things into the subconscious mind of that subject, and sometimes make them do crazy things. Maybe they fall asleep and they can't wake up, or they forget their name, or they pretend that there's a fire and they're trying to leave the stage, but they can't. Something like that. That's the same thing that you do when you're feeding yourself stories that aren't true, and they lower your self-esteem, and lots of times they even make you feel guilty because you can't be all things to everyone, and that's helping you to feel guilty. So the best way to overcome this trance is to meditate. And in meditation, you can meet your higher self, take a step back, ask them to let you know what that limiting belief is that's holding you back, because lots of times you might not know what it is, and then they'll help you to release that. So I just like to lead you in a short meditation where you can do that whole process. So, well, please don't do this if you're driving or operating machinery or even cooking. Wait until another time when you're more settled to listen to this then. And we're going to be doing nose breathing. So I'm going to ask you to inhale through your nose and then exhale through your nose. So if you just look at a point above you and breathe in and close your eyes, and as you exhale, visualize the number 3 times. And now you are relaxing your body. And then breathe in again. And as you exhale, visualize the number 2 3 times. And now you're calming your mind. And then breathe in one last time. And as you exhale, visualize the number 1 3 times. And now just get a sense of that peace, that presence within you. And this is who you truly are, not the limiting belief you've been operating under, but this is your true nature. And connect with your higher self. They're there with you. All you have to do is ask them to connect with you. And ask them, what is the limiting belief that you've been operating under that's been holding you back? And if you're not immediately getting an answer, what you could do right now is guess as to what that may be. But continue doing this maybe on a daily basis so that you can get this connection with your inner self to get any of the answers that you need at any given time. But ask them what that limiting belief is, and either you'll get a direct answer or you can go through and guess, at least for now. And then ask them to help you release it. You can visualize a violet fire in front of you. Violet is the color of forgiveness. And just imagine taking that limiting belief from wherever you may feel it in your body, perhaps in your heart area, and just throwing it with both hands into the violet fire. And just know that the violet fire is going to be taking care of it, that you're free of it. And then imagine that you're totally free of that and affirm that fact. So you would say, I am, whatever the opposite is of that limiting belief that you just threw into the violet fire, here and now. So for instance, if you were feeling very low energy, you could say, I am feeling incredible energy and vitality here and now. And then visualize yourself having that incredible energy. Imagine all the things that you would do if you had this incredible energy. Just go through and imagine that. Go through and visualize that. Just feel it in your heart. Really put a lot of emotion into it. And then see yourself getting into action. See yourself taking action with whatever it is that is the opposite of the limiting belief that you've been harboring. In the case of having high vitality, maybe going out and exercising, going out and taking a walk every day if you haven't been doing that. And then we'll close the meditation. You can just rub your palms together, put your hands over your eyes, and then open your eyes into your warm hands and pull your hands away. And another part of this process is to actually get into action. So to go through and do this process with the meditation every day, and then to actually take a step towards leading this new life with this new empowering belief that you have. So perhaps it would be going out and taking a walk every day, or joining a health club and going there every day, or doing something like yoga or Tai Chi. Just something to get you into out of the trance and into a new state of being. So just to summarize, lots of times, especially as a working mom, you're operating under a trance. And it's a limiting belief or a set of limiting beliefs that you're just feeding yourself that are making you hold back, making you feel guilty, and not going through and actually living the life that you were intended to live. And lots of times these limiting beliefs come from family or culture or even from your friends. The easiest way to overcome a trance like that is to meditate. And you connect with your higher self. You ask them to help you to realize what the limiting belief is if you're not sure of what it is, and then to go through and release it, to affirm the opposite way of being, and then to visualize the opposite way of being. And then it's important to get into action. So you see yourself taking the action. And then every day you do something. You can meditate every day to go through and to feed this practice into your way of being. And then to actually get into action and do the things that are going to help you to fully leave that trance physically and go through and start taking the initial steps that you can to lead a whole different life with a whole different mentality, being the person that you were meant to be. So I hope that you liked the steps in this video. If you have, I'm sure you'll love the new ebook I've created, 5 Steps to Create Inner Peace and Calm Your Soul. You can find a link for that right below the video here. And go through and practice this every day. Spend some time thinking about what the limiting beliefs are, that the limiting thoughts that have been holding you back. And then spend some time in meditation so that you can go through and release them. And then take action every day. Do the meditation every day and take actions, maybe small baby steps at first, but then little by little, a little snowball so that you will be over that limiting belief and have a whole different mentality and a whole different way of living. So experiment with this. Let me know in the comments below how things are going for you with the meditation here and with the steps in the ebook. I'd love to hear from you. I'm here to help you. If you'd like to keep a comment or a question more private, you can email me at Kathy@KathleenRafter.com, and I'll see you next week.